What up, y'all? Josh Isi here once again with another quality video.
We act like some fools with this.
We really are like foolish with this, but it's okay.
It's fun.
We're back. And yes, we have wine because this is now a wind down
Wednesday.
Wine. No, see, look.
Don't tie a day to it.
Man.
Okay, my bad.
Man, here's
it's just a wind down there.
Yeah, it's just a wind down. It's just a wind down because I don't want people to feel like it's coming every Wednesday. We can hit them on a Thursday.
Facts. A Sunday.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're just trying to wind down, you're trying to wind down.
I need to wind down today, babe.
It's been a long day, hasn't it?
Been
a day and a half.
Yeah.
But welcome to the channel. It's Josh Isi for all you new guys. What's up? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us. Hit that like button for us. This is some of our more organic content. If you've seen our channel, you already understand that we're pretty versatile. But we got one of my favorites.
We acting like they sponsoring us. They ain't even sponsoring us.
They're not sponsoring us, but
we'll manifest it. It's okay.
If they trying to.
Hit us up, though.
My line open. But no, for real, we got Stella Rose. Stella Rose is probably one of our favorite wines.
It is our favorite.
It really is.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to cap. Stella Rose is definitely our favorite wine brand. I just recently stumbled across Black. My favorite before Black was the red.
Okay, and mine was peach.
Yeah, and I mean, peach was fire.
Well, we like all three.
Yeah.
But I feel like my top is peach and your top is Black, and then the other two.
Peach
fall.
gave what it needed to give.
Yeah.
And then
don't do that. Don't do that to Peach. Don't do it.
You don't want me disrespecting Peach
don't
like that?
Disrespect Peach like that.
Okay. I'm going to back off Peach.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and back off Peach. But go ahead and
crack it. Oh, there we go.
Go ahead.
Smack that.
Yeah, smack that thing real quick. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if it gets aesthetic when I crack this bad boy down. Hold on. Let it breathe.
Baby, it ain't doing it.
It's not doing it? It's not doing it?
It's not giving.
It's not giving what it needs to give.
No. But maybe if you pour it up.
I don't know.
Let's see.
That gave.
Can you pour me up, please?
That
sir?
gave.
It did.
It gave what it needed to give.
It did.
Okay.
You know, it would be super cool what I just thought about while watching you do this.
What is that?
Why don't we do like almost a blindfold ASMR one day, right? Where you or me are blindfolded. Let's say you're blindfolded and I pour that. You got to tell me what that is. You feel me? Man,
okay. But I feel like we need to get a plethora of wines if we're going to do that. Like a blind taste test.
I'm saying like, so that's an example. Then another example could be like chips. Hear me crunch on a chip, but you got to tell me it's a chip.
Blind ASMR.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you think of that?
I feel that. Y'all let us know what you feeling in the comment section. Again, this is extremely organic. So what you see is what you're going to get, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to rock right into this. Now, I do want to kind of bring up something. We were...
Can we do this first?
Let's do that. Let's do that.
I need to wind down.
Okay.
Cheers, baby.
Dang, I poured you up. Right? I ain't even...
come on.
I'll finish first.
Exactly.
Don't worry. I'll finish first. But okay. Bottoms up. I had to get that swallow as ASMR.
This is good.
It's fire.
Black is fire.
Black,
red, or peach. You can't go wrong.
Nah, I'm big on black. I'm just saying. I'm big on black, man. Ever since I tasted it, it's like it's not too whiny to where it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't like
talking about that bitter stuff.
The real wine.
Yeah. So that bitter stuff.
The bitter stuff. The real wine. Yeah. We like candy wines, but this one is like on the brink of not being a candy wine, which makes me feel a little more sophisticated. Probably why I like black, but you know what I'm saying? Once you go black, you don't go back. A word. But I did want to bring up a point. So this is extremely late at night. We've had a whole day, right? We've had a whole day.
You want to tell them what time it is?
It's...
How we grinding out here?
Dang, it is 10:40 at night. PM.
That's dedication.
That is really dedication, though. We said that we were going hard today, and we are. Like y'all really don't see the back end of what happens on YouTube, the content creation.
It's not even just YouTube, to be 100 with you.
Really, because we really be going hard on Instagram, TikTok. Well, maybe not. Maybe not as much.
Yeah, not TikTok.
Maybe not as much.
But the other stuff they don't even know about.
Yes.
Basically.
All that other, man. And you guys will learn as time goes on. You know, we always say real G's move in silence. You know, lasagna gang.
But this is why I need a wind down today.
Yeah.
I really needed this today.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, you deserve it because you went hard today. You went hard today. I mean, I went hard too. We went hard. I'll take that. But we were watching this show, right? Watching this show. Guys, don't judge me, okay?
It's your guilty pleasure.
It's not. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
baby,
whoa, 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 whoa. If it was my guilty pleasure, I would turn it on.
Right. You're right. Okay. You don't do it by yourself. You don't.
I don't do it ever by myself.
But
we're watching this thing. We're watching this thing, and it's not even me. It's really her and Maya, but I have no other TV to watch, so I'm in. And like I'm in now. Baby,
there's other shows similar to this one that you chill and watch.
It's because I am agreeable. I'm agreeable when it comes to the show.
So you don't like it.
It's now. I mean, I'm invested now.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm invested in this show, right? It's called "Are You the One?" Golly, I'm really upset with myself that I got so invested in this doggone show. But
season 6 in particular, we're watching.
I did not watch all 6 seasons.
Yeah, no, y'all. This is something we just stumbled across on Hulu. I just decided to go to the newer season that it was allowing, and now we're at season 6.
Yeah. So I'm watching this show, and I had this thought, like, these people apparently have an algorithm for your perfect match. Mm-hmm. And we see these couples, like, deeply invested in each other, then going in what's called the truth booth. Right. The truth booth.
Right.
You go in the truth booth and they tell you, like, were you the perfect match for each other or not?
Based off the algorithm that
based off of
show
this
came up with.
Algorithm, right? Mm-hmm. So, my question to you. My question to you is, do you believe that there can be a mathematical algorithm that, places people together?
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Yes. No, okay. All seriousness. No, all seriousness. I think that the answer is yes, but I'm being very specific with my answer based off what you just asked me, because you didn't say soulmates.
Yikes.
You had said just a perfect match. No, because we're basing it off the show. Because, this show kind of reminds me of the other shows out here. Love is Blind, which I actually like that show too, by the way. It was on Netflix.
All these shows are the same.
What else is the other one? Love Island.
All these shows are the same.
But I don't think they bring Love Island people on the show for perfect match. But either way, that type of energy,
I've seen crossover characters too.
Shut up.
I'm not.
But to answer your question, I do think that an algorithm, or they say scientists, or Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight is another example. It's hard for me to talk in this because when we talk to each other, we eye contact. So
hey, look, try to pull this thing over.
This a little bit. Yeah.
There.
That good?
Right there. Yeah.
Okay. So even Married at First Sight is similar. Where technically an algorithm, or these scientists are figuring out people's perfect match based off what the people tell them they want out of their person. So to an extent, yes, but no. It's a yes and no for me.
Here's my thing though. If they were basing this off of what they wanted, then these people would be with their perfect match off rip.
What you mean?
Because I think the common denominator that I've seen with all these couples that started out, they think they're perfect for each other because it's like, that's my type. That's what I want.
Right.
So if these algorithms were playing on those strings as to what you think you want, then yeah, they'd be dead set right. But it's like, my thing is, what is this algorithm and what is it saying that, like, what constitutes a perfect match for them? And who gets to decide that? My philosophy is the grass is greener where you water it. So like, let's take example, Clinton and Uche, right?
We like them a lot, y'all. They're on season 6.
They're on season. They're married
They're
or engaged.
They're about to be married.
About to be
soon.
married.
They actually used to be in Chicago.
They used to
and I
live
just
in Chicago.
found that out a couple weeks ago.
Hey,
it's too late.
If
moved
they
to
ever see
LA.
this, good shot. Love always wins.
Yes.
Now,
Period. Black love.
But hear me out. Okay, so guess what? This little quote unquote algorithm.
Sorry, this is about to be a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen.
Yeah, this is about to be this is about to be a spoiler. But like, if you know them in real life, it would have spoiled it anyways.
Yeah.
So like, they
Based off the
show, were not a perfect match.
Right.
And yet here they are,
Happily
about to be married.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, man. All that like I think people try and overcomplicate a very simple situation where it's like effort is the real thing. Like you just got to be willing to put in the effort for that person, for this relationship to work.
So is your answer to the question you asked me no?
I don't believe in no doggone algorithm.
What about the married at first sight thing? Because those are scientists. It's not like this algorithm thing. What do you think?
I don't, because half of those are trash too.
But some of these people really do stay together, babe.
Yeah, because they're committed. They're committed to
So you're
making
saying
it
it
work.
has nothing to do with? You're not going to give the show or the scientists or the algorithm any credit?
Partial. I mean, obviously they put the two people in the same room, but
Yeah.
like it's up to them to really make this thing work. Do you like half the people that I feel like they put on this show aren't even ready for a relationship? So why are we doing this? I don't know. But
it's reality TV. It's
reality-
entertainment.
Like I said, all these shows is the same. They re-rocking this show 1,000 different ways. Are you the one too hot to handle?
Love
Like,
is blind.
Love is blind.
Married at first sight.
Love Island.
Oh my
Like,
gosh. What 90 Day Fiance?
like they're all
Yeah.
like they're really selling the drama.
Yeah.
It's like the rules change here and there,
You
but
know
it's like
what?
it's reality TV.
I tune in to just about all of them.
You tune into
Guilty pleasure.
I swear. It's because we
I
ain't
love
got
love.
It's because we ain't got no drama in our life.
That is true. We
You
really
live
don't.
You be living that drama vicariously through other people.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. It is a shame. But you know, that's life. That's life. I was just very curious as to like your thoughts on that, because I mean, you and Amaya are extremely invested in this now, and you have brought me on this train.
Oh, okay.
And now I feel like I'm halfway invested, but I'm still a skeptic. At the end of the day, I still look at it like they really look like they'd be a match. Though.
I was going to say, this Love is Blind show. No.
I don't know.
I don't know to answer your
I
question.
don't even know. I don't even know, dog.
It's entertaining to watch, nevertheless.
Entertaining to watch. It's halfway a pet peeve.
But you're going to keep watching it with me.
Man, I will say that. Oh, but speaking of pet peeves, that's a cool little fun game. Let's play a little fun game. I got you. It's off the top of the dome because obviously we're going organic right now.
Okay.
What is a petty pet peeve? It's like a pet peeve, but it's like
It's a petty one, like it
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
it
It's not
shouldn't
that
be.
deep.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
A petty pet peeve.
Petty pet peeve.
Like that I have of you.
It could be of me. I didn't say you had to send any shots my way. I
You.
didn't send for you, but hey, you know, if you want to come for me, that's fine.
You're the first thing that comes to my mind immediately.
Duh.
Over petty stuff.
Dang.
I mean, who else am I interacting with
I'm
this
playing
often?
with you. I'm playing
Okay.
with you. I'm playing with you.
I would say my petty pet peeve is you leave everything open. Cereal boxes.
This bottle's
the
open.
bottle of wine, chip bags, all of it open. Oh, heck no. We can't allow that. We can't allow that.
All right. Oh, yeah. Word to the wise, y'all. If you got any granite, never, ever, ever let red wine just sit on your counter. Just grab me that napkin right there.
It needs to be sprayed with this. This is my new favorite disinfectant spray.
You gonna promo them too?
I'm not gonna
They not
promo.
sponsoring, so I wouldn't promo them, but like, you know what I'm saying? We already did Stella.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Let me there you go, right there.
All right, good shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I was saying was,
Petty pet. Oh, you want a
I was
coaster?
gonna say, grab a coaster,
What a please it.
please.
Thank you.
God, you're funny. I respect it. You're funny.
All right.
Speaking of petty pet peeves.
Oh my god. What you got for me?
Speaking of petty pet peeves.
What you got?
I sometimes like, we're open, we're honest here. Okay. Yeah, take your deep breaths real quick. Take your deep breaths.
Myself.
I think a petty pet peeve of mine is premature thank you entitlement.
Oh my god, he hates it.
Premature thank you entitlement. Here's my philosophy on thank yous, y'all, because we have two different philosophies on thank you.
1000%.
1000%, two different philosophies on thank yous. She believes, and most of y'all are probably going to agree with her, but I'm just a rebel by nature. But her philosophy is, she drops this, or no, that's not a good example. Okay,
give them an example from today.
Example from today, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get some food, right?
I get some food.
She gets some food. She gets it for me.
We talking about two different situations.
All right. Well,
the
let's
hot dog stand.
Okay.
I know that made you mad.
Nah, it was just like, it's like a petty pet peeve.
Okay, it's a pet peeve. All right.
It's a petty pet peeve.
Go ahead.
So she treats me, to some hot dogs at a hot dog stand. We just on some spontaneous stuff. We were like, yo, let's go down. We live in Chicago, so like this hot dog stands like everywhere.
Everywhere.
So we get in a hot dog, right? So boom, we there. She eats my second hot dog because I asked for 2 hot dogs. I gotta give him the whole story. I'm gonna give him the story.
Give him
the whole story.
Give it.
So she's eating my second hot dog while I'm just working on my first, because she had already eaten her hot dog while she was waiting on me to get there. Her and Maya had went out, and I was meeting up with them. Mm-hmm. She ordered prematurely for me. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, give me 2 hot dogs. We're gonna be straight. I get there. I'm eating my first hot dog. She's like, yo, you're going to have to get another one because I'm about to tear this one up. I'm like, all right, bet. That's a bet.
And then what did I proceed to do?
You proceeded to, she gave me her card. She said, just.
Because it was my treat.
My treat. Just go grab another hot dog. Now, I will say, I did say thank you for the first 2 hot dogs. I sat down and I said, oh, those are mine? Thanks. Bet. She ate one. I purchase another hot dog, and I come back and I'm sitting down. I'm singing lyrics, y'all. I'm just like mumbling lyrics as I sit, like directly as I sat down.
It was after you handed me back my card. Yes, I promise you on everything, because as soon as you handed back the card, I was waiting for thank you to come out your mouth, and it didn't.
Wait, baby, no, because right upon you touching the card, you hit me with, "You're welcome."
You know who I get that from now? Shout out to Mama Edeko.
And I it's like a premature thank you, like entitlement is like it pettily bothers me because you didn't necessarily give me a chance to say it. And I have this weird philosophy on thank yous, because like if someone cooks you a meal, right, I'm the type to wait till after the meal to say thank you.
And I think that's bullshit. For the record, I think that's pure bullshit. Whether the meal is delicious or trash, if somebody does something for you, that's how I was raised. That's why we're saying we have two completely different perspectives. I feel like this is one of the only things we really have like different perspectives on. But like what he said is how he means it. Out the 6 years I've been with this man, this is what he stands by.
I will wait.
He doesn't want to say thank you until after.
I will wait till completion to say thank you. Here's my philosophy. I know y'all gonna say, Josh, you're crazy. Just say thank you. I understand that, y'all. But
so if the meal is trash, you ain't gonna say thank you at the end?
It's not that the meal is trash, but like, okay. This isn't even with you, honestly.
Baby, I'm saying in general. I'm saying what would make, like, so you say that you hold your thank yous basically to make sure what you're thanking the person for is like legit.
Yeah, it's all good.
But what if it ain't legit? But they still did that for you out the goodness of their heart.
I can thank you properly. Thank you for your effort.
Do you see this, man? This is awful.
I can thank you properly.
Just know, y'all, we ain't raising our kids like this. He can have this energy, okay?
Also,
but our kids ain't gonna be like that.
Also, though, listen. I know this is like very left field, but what if you sabotage the food? Like, this isn't even like a me and you thing at this point. This is like way beyond that. It's like, this is strangers. Stranger cooks us a meal.
What stranger's cooking us a meal?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Okay. Just follow me. Follow me for a second. You got me? We get a meal prepped by a stranger. I'm not saying thank you until I finish that meal. You want to know why? Because if they poison that meal and I said thank you, I just thanked you for my death.
Baby, I actually, you know how I said it's okay for you to still have this and our kids won't? I'm going to need you to grow out of this. Now that I think about it. I'm going to need you at least by 30 to be out of this phase.
I could do that.
Okay.
I can do that.
Because that's just unacceptable to me. To wait. And the scenario that you just gave, what are the odds?
Hey, man, you never know.
And besides that.
Is this a full circle moment, though? Did you thank me for pouring your wine for you?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, dang, that's full circle, man.
And watch, if I did not.
Oh, man.
If I did not.
There will be an edit.
He will hit me tomorrow with some, you know how you said?
You know what you said,
He gonna do this
right?
stupid smirk, y'all. He's gonna do this stupid ass smirk and look at me like, you know how you said the other day?
Because I also feel like sometimes.
But if I didn't, I'm sorry. Thank you. If I did not, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But like, what I feel like that brings up a point. Sometimes it slips your mind to say it initially, but you make people feel bad.
I make you feel bad.
You make me feel bad. If this was me giving you wine, you're welcome. I didn't even get a chance. You didn't give me a chance.
Now I will say, hit dogs don't holler, right? This new saying. In the sense where
I've been hit.
No, I've been hit. I've been hit.
How you been hit?
Because for the last 6 years, I've had to deal with that. Of sometimes you do say it, other times you forget, other times you think you said it. Like, I know I did, and you absolutely didn't. Like, so my reaction sometimes, it can be a little, too quick. I can work on that.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
We can be in the middle. We can be in the middle.
I can work on that.
I can be a little quicker. I ain't gonna say I'm perfect.
You could be just that initial appreciation. Okay, because I guess the way I was raised, like, it's not about if somebody poisoned my food or if the stuff doesn't taste good.
I'm just an outside thinker.
Or like whatever. I'm just saying, like, anything that anybody does for me is a thank you because they didn't have to do it. So like
duh.
But I'm saying it just immediately comes out my mouth though, babe. It's not a hesitation. If somebody opened the door for me, immediately thank you comes out. If somebody pours me a glass or gets me water, immediately thank you comes out. I don't wait till I take my first sip to be like, oh, thank you. It's just it's a reaction. That's just how my mom instilled that. Like, and with her being a teacher too, you've seen the way she acts with other kids. Like, so when other people don't do it, not even just you, I always catch it. Remember, we watched some movie the other day, and I said the person didn't tell that person thank you. I just catch that stuff because that's how I was raised.
Man,
like,
look,
thank you, immediately.
We come from two different worlds.
1000%, and I feel like this brings up a good point though, because with us being on the road of marriage and stuff like that, it's interesting how we're like merging our upbringings and lives together. I hate your face right now, but I'm being serious right now, because literally, like, marrying somebody is merging completely different life experiences together and trying to make that shit work.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
I also think that brings up another point.
What?
Because I was watching this Instagram post. Probably scroll way too much on Instagram, but I was watching this post. This is by a dude, Gary V. Some people know him, some people don't, right? And the topic of the discussion was talking about investments, NFTs and stuff, but like, he made a point where he was like, society has been built on this either or kind of mind frame of like, you have to pick a side. It's A or B. Like, it's either this or that. And I'm just thinking, like, with our conversation, it's like, it's a this or either you're saying it initially or I don't want to hear it. And no one takes time to think about, like, Option C.
Maybe it's both.
Or maybe it's an and instead of an or. Like maybe you can get your thank you. Maybe not necessarily at the beginning, but you're going to get your thank you.
Am I?
Yeah.
Always?
Yeah. You just got to give it some time. I feel like you'll be more fulfilled that way too. Instead of you feeling like you snatched the thank you out of me. Like you feel like you actually got one. You know what I'm saying?
I think your response time could be a little bit quicker. Like I said, we both need to work on this.
Yeah, and I think your patience can be a little longer.
It can be.
See?
I just said
That's what I'm saying. It's an and. It's an and. I can be quicker and you can be slower. But it's not just I can be quicker or you're going to get upset. That's a big key in relationships, though. I feel like ultimatums in that, like, this or that, my way or the highway kind of thing, that causes a lot of problems in relationships. If we're being, like, serious, I mean, we're BSing back and forth. But if we're being serious, like, in relationships a lot, I noticed that people sort of put ultimatums on them. It's like, you either change or I'm going. You either do this or I'm going to do this.
I will say, though, sometimes those ultimatums are necessary. Some, not all.
In extreme situations, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
It's in extreme situations, if it's like compromising
You're saying
morals
like
and
petty
boundaries.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like petty disagreements, and you're going to hit me with an or statement? Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? Why are we threatening right now? Why are we doing that in a relationship? Because the relationship is supposed to be about compromise, man. I feel like such a love hippie. Love, compromise, communication, dog. You know, snapping. Where my wine at?
You need a coaster.
I do, because I you see this?
This ain't.
Go ahead. Can you bust me down another napkin, please? Yeah. Hey.
Need a little spray?
Thank you.
You are so welcome, baby.
You see how quickly we can make it? You see how quickly we can turn it around? You know?
I love it.
You know?
Yeah.
You rock with me? That's what I'm
guess.
talking about. That's why we gonna work.
Whatever.
That's an instantaneous turnaround. You see? You was a little slower and you got it. Look at you. You smiling. Look at you. Man, I'm just saying, man. I ain't perfect, but I'm trying.
Yes, that's the key, though.
Exactly.
Honestly,
that's the key.
No one is perfect. So, actually, you know what? I think this is a good time to talk about this new, I wouldn't say it's a new perspective, but it's something I've decided to recently put into words. You know how you have a lot of thoughts in your mind and stuff.
I got plenty.
I talked to you about this recently, though, because guilty pleasure. I'm watching one of my guilty pleasure shows, Too Hot to Handle, right? My niece, Amaya, brought up how the gentleman, Marvin, on the show was very handsome. He was black, tall, Parisian. Is that how you say? Like people from, he's from Paris. Parisian?
French?
No. Don't.
Oh,
I'm tired. Okay, all seriousness though. Yes, he's French. My bad. I don't know why I said Parisian though. But like
Bro, it's too late,
I feel like I heard that in a Jay-Z and Kanye West song.
Don't ever get your facts from a rap. Don't ever get your facts from a rap.
I'm really cutting
It's late. You cutting up.
We gotta start at like 9 p.m. from now on.
I just wanted it to be dark. We needed the late night vibes.
This is too late. Anyway, let me get back at myself.
All right, you good?
I really had a good point.
French, Marvin, go.
Tall, yeah. Handsome guy overall, right?
Yeah.
Off initial reaction, first episode, so to speak, it's like, oh, he's handsome. Seemed like a good catch, so to speak.
Sort of.
As episodes continue, the personality side of Marvin starts to show that is not the most appealing or nice, right? So then I came to the conclusion, but I've had this conclusion, but I'm just saying in terms of putting it into words that at this point in my life, it don't matter how fine the next dude is. Nobody, I can confidently say nobody can ever do it for me the way Joshua Woodard does. You know what I mean? And I think that oftentimes people get so caught up in just that like external physical appearance of other people, like when they're in a relationship and stuff. And like view maybe somebody being handsome as, oh, the grass is greener, but you don't know what that person's baggage and issues and trauma and all that stuff is. let alone if they're just a good, genuine person. And it just blows my mind how often people blow up their lives just because they find somebody else attractive or handsome or sexy. If it's a female, or like, do you see where I'm going with this? Like,
yes, because people I wouldn't generalize and say people in general. I just feel like with that specific kind of case, I think oftentimes people in that situation follow the physical because they haven't taken time to really dive deep on the non-physical, like the things that you can't see or feel, kind of thing.
And that's why I say I know for a fact nobody can do it for me the way you do. So, I mean, you're already fine in itself, so I'm very blessed in that department. But do you know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
Like, I feel like a lot of people look like window shop a lot, or like look at, but you don't know if that person is beautiful on the inside.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
What?
This is going to go left field. I need another drink before I do this.
Oh, my Lord. I don't even know. See, we don't talk about what we're going to talk about before we hop on here for these, y'all.
Nope.
We decided we're going to keep these in particular. So I don't know what
these
this man's
in particular,
about to say.
these videos in particular, wind downs, you're literally just going to get us having conversations with some wine. Okay. That's it. But my question, well, let me ask
So you're going to make a statement.
Let me ask a series of questions that lead up to my statement. Okay. Women are very intuitive, correct? Okay. Okay. Women's intuition is 99% correct.
I would say it's high. It's up there.
I would say. I would also say. My next question is, why do women have such a hard time seeing through men's bullshit?
I don't think that it's that we don't see it though, babe. I don't think this. It's kind of sad if we're being like real. I think that we choose to ignore it.
That's sad.
I know, but like even the conversation we kind of had in the like maybe last week or whatever about how much women outnumber men, especially like if you're trying to date within your race. Like, we're black, so let's be transparent and bold. Talk about the black community, right?
Okay.
Like, I think that women for sure see the bad side and the bullshit and stuff like that, but if there's like still good in that person, you choose to just focus on that than the other stuff. I don't think it's that we don't see it. I know that almost makes it worse because it's like, so you see this and you still accept, but
it kind of, yeah. Because
But see, you're thinking from a man's perspective, and I think a lot of men feel the same way you do, in the sense where the same reason why if a woman cheats on a man is way higher of a result that he will leave. There's no second chance. There's no talking. There's no conversation. It's over.
Because men are to the point. If A plus B equals C, I know what to do with C. I've already had it calculated in my head.
Baby, but y'all also have more options. That's what I'm trying to get you to really understand.
I mean, I get that, but like, I don't, me personally, I'm going to get canceled for this. I personally don't feel like that is a reason to stick around with a dude that treats you like crap.
I don't either. I'm just trying to explain to you why that happens a lot.
And I'm making it very clear right now to all the ladies that do think that way. Mm-hmm. It's not smart.
Wow. I'm sorry, y'all.
I can't even get that off.
Wind down.
Yeah, it's winding down. But I'm saying, like, I really don't. That excuse in itself. That ain't it. That ain't it. Come up with a better one. I really like. You're gonna have to come up with something better than, because I think my options might be limited, I'm gonna stick with this guy who treats me like crap.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I also think that you're thinking from the only perspective that you have,
that I
which
know.
is a man.
Yeah.
You don't know what it's like to be in that phase, or even like we see so many, we know so many single black women, right?
Yeah.
Who's in their maybe not even mid 20s, maybe 30s. They're in them 30s phases.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
I mean, I understand.
We know multiple.
I understand
that pool is it. Not only do they have to deal with the black men who don't like black women, all right, they have to deal with the men who don't value women, not even just black, just women in general, just like value. And these are strong black women that we're talking about, independent black women who need a partner who can mesh with that.
Okay.
Like, I can keep going, but I'm just trying to give you different examples of why that pool keeps shrinking and why the options feel like maybe I shouldn't let this go. I'm not condoning. I don't think that anybody should stay with someone who treats them like shit, but I'm saying, I'm giving you perspective as to why people do, why women do. And it happens a lot.
So it's more like a hard settle.
Almost like some women might do it for stability. Some women like look at the society we live in. It's driven based off women like being attached to a man. It's almost like you don't have much value sometimes if you're not a wife, or like this trophy wife thing, or that image, or like
I want to say I disagree. I feel like
it's starting to shift.
That's shifting.
It's starting to shift, but the narrative majority of the time with this society is marriage, like a woman should work towards that, like marriage and being somebody's. You don't feel like that's what we see?
Not today.
Okay.
I mean, we can. I think maybe we have two different frames of what we see, because, like, you know, I could go real deep on the matrix of what Facebook and its algorithms can put in front of your face, but I just see two different worlds. I see a lot of women like taking their power back from men. Like,
I'm not saying they're not taking their power back. I'm saying Serena Williams is a perfect example. Okay. She got trashed or dragged at one point for ending up marrying a white man, but at her stature, the dating pool was so small. On top of, I don't even feel, I'm just too tired to even get into this.
I understand.
Honestly.
I understand.
I know what I'm trying to say. I just don't have it for you because I feel like you're in one of those modes where I don't know if you're trying to be devil's advocate or if you really are like truly believing what you're saying.
I was actually genuinely curious because it's interesting to hear the perspective, because, like, again, these are two different mind frames and realities of life. My reality of life has never been like that, but I guess I haven't been put in the option of, you know, limited choices.
And I know that you weren't intending to like have this woman slander type of energy, but like any signs of that, not even from just you, anybody, I just don't take that well.
I genuinely wasn't trying to.
I know you weren't, but it comes off very like, to me, because I'm not trying to speak for anybody else, because I've also had conversations like this with other guys too, who like very much so hold this mentality of like, well, why don't you guys just, and it's like, it just comes off very ignorant and insensitive to me sometimes.
I feel that. And on behalf of men, more than likely we are ignorant. Mm-hmm. More than likely. Because like just our frame of reality was like, if you're being done wrong, move on. Mm-hmm. If you feel like you're even being disrespected, move on. Mm-hmm. Like it's not worth your time. Like it's almost like just like you're wasting your time.
But that's how y'all are trained to think. That's not how people train us to think.
Man.
Especially black women. That wasn't instilled in us to just like. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Now, I will say, like, okay, so knowing that, do you move forward and do you teach your, like, do you teach your daughters
1,000%.
that?
I think with generation, but like how we always talk about like slavery or the civil rights movement, we're not far off from these generational, I guess you could almost say like curses. Mm-hmm. So yes, with each generation, I would hope there's hopes that things would get better, like the perspective and stuff will shift. But it takes time. Like that type of stuff takes time. And especially when you're talking about like the masses, like that's not going to be no overnight thing at all.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So if you're asking, yes, the way I hope that and intend to like raise our daughter would be with this perspective, not to accept the bare minimum from anybody. Mm-hmm. Right? Like the way you men are almost put on a pedestal, like on some king energy, even as like boys. Yeah. Like, don't accept that, blah, blah, blah. I want us to raise both our sons and daughters like that.
Yeah, to be earning, but like deserving of the title.
Right, but that's not how majority of women today have been raised to feel that way or to think that way.
I feel that.
Is what I'm trying to explain to you. So, again, I think things are going to shift in a better direction with the generations. Like you brought up a good point about just in general how women independently now, present day, are doing it big. Mm-hmm. But even with that, like, there's some backlash that those women experience, or the men that are like super insecure and don't want a woman making more money. Like, we can go so many different directions with this conversation and topic.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with a patriarchy, yeah, the hands stacked against women. Mm-hmm. I just be asking questions to like provoke thought. I think that's my thing. I think I'm just trying to provoke thought, and again, trying to work my way out of ignorance. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to say 99% of men are going to be ignorant on this topic.
Mm-hmm. I think that even your approach to the conversation was a little bit ignorant.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
That's fine.
This is something that this is how we like talk off camera, y'all. So I don't want y'all to think like, this is how we learn. And in both ways, like, I like to learn different things about what your perspective is as a man. But I think just even starting the conversation off with the question of like, well, why do women, like the way you phrased it, like you blamed it. You said, like, you basically were like, y'all have intuition, so why aren't y'all smart? This is how it comes off to me. You guys are smart enough to have this intuition, but y'all don't use it when you're supposed to, type thing. And it's way more complex than that.
It is.
So the conversation, the question could have been formed in a better way if you, because it came off more like arrogant than really wanting to know why that is. Right? So that's why my vibe or energy kind of shifted a little bit, because I took that at least as a little, I got a little defensive because of how it was posed, the question was posed.
So more of like context instead of content.
And delivery, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I actually do want to get into a phase of asking questions like that without necessarily feeling like I'm challenging or disrespecting. Because I was genuinely saying, like, women's intuition, your intuition in this relationship has been correct way more times than I can count. I always feel like women are extremely smart and intuitive about these things. So it was like, I guess, a confusing point as to like, if you know.
But when I gave you the answer, you didn't want to accept the answer. You were like, I think you dang near said like, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah, because
then you didn't really want the real answer.
Man, I guess I didn't.
So that's where I'm saying that's where the defensiveness comes from, because it all comes off as very ignorant, because you asked a question, you didn't care for the answer or don't agree with the answer, or like, it's like that answer doesn't work. And the conversation ends.
I guess, now that I think back, I do apologize for how I approached you. And the answer that you initially gave me makes a little more sense. It does. Because to be honest, if it's as bad as what I think it is out there.
And babe, like, we hear this stuff that's why I'm kind of looking like, what you mean? If
it's as bad
as these streets are like. Man. So.
I think very idealistically, and like, I'd be on some like, if women just banded together and stopped accepting
you say that
the BS from men, men would be forced to change because, excuse my French, pussy is undefeated.
You say that a lot too.
It's undefeated.
I think I get, because I know you, I get the conversation, like the point of it. But I can also, as a woman, detaching myself from being your future wife, feel like you could have asked that a little bit better, or had a little bit more of an open perspective. Like, if we were just best friends still, like, this is best friend energy I'm giving you right now. This ain't wife energy.
Understandably. I can understand from both sides, though, and I appreciate that you are my best friend and going to be my future wife, so I can see both of those perspectives. But yeah, this is an interesting thing to think about, because like, if I can try and put myself in your shoes, I would say like, okay, he may have messed up, but there is still the history. I still kind of feel like he still
And who is this he? Because like everybody's situation is so different and so complex. Like
You're right.
some people deserve second chances, some people don't at all. Like you just don't know.
You really don't.
So you can't say like a woman's intuition in different situations and scenarios and relationships. Like it just depends.
Yeah.
Which is why you can't put such harsh judgment on like, well, why does she stay?
It is.
You don't
It is
know.
a wicked problem.
Yeah.
But see, you see how this conversation, like, this conversation brought me out of ignorance.
Did it?
I have to ask questions.
Yeah.
And yes, it's going to come off as me being ignorant as first. Because that's what, when men start asking questions like this, it's going to sound ignorant.
You literally don't know.
Ladies, when men start talking, it's not, half the time, they're not trying to be rude. Now, granted, some of them niggas are trying to be rude. My bad. That's it. Yep. I said it. But still, half the time, some of them trying to be rude. Other times, they're really just doggone ignorant. Because we don't even understand that concept of like,
What it's like.
nope, the patriarchy has blinded us. But I'm woke. I'm here.
You waking up.
I'm waking up.
You waking up.
I'm waking up. I wouldn't say I'm fully awake. It's like that, like 6 a.m. Your alarm went off, but you hit the snooze button a couple times.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not like fully awake, but I'm almost there. Almost. But thanks to you, I'm gonna get there.
Best believe.
Best believe. That's the goal, man. I'm trying to be woke before kids, so we got some time.
Yeah.
I hope y'all out there and you, more importantly, feel. I hope you don't feel that I tried to purposely attack you. Genuinely
I know
curious.
Yeah. I know.
Genuinely ignorant.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I said something. I know your heart.
My heart. You can blame my head, not my heart. Okay. Because I definitely have the best interest. Trust me. I damn near be saying I'm a feminist.
Yeah, I know.
Like
That's why I was kind of like.
I really be pulling for women. That's why I said like I be thinking idealistically.
But you think it's so easy though, babe.
I don't think it's easy by any stretch of the means.
Sometimes because you're like, women have the power. Like, but it's not that easy. They do, but we do, but we don't. Like you just said, we still live in a very patriarchal society. Like,
I still say like, okay. Maybe I'm not even talking. Maybe I didn't even ask that question from a standpoint of like from serious relationships and like you guys are in it invested. And like, okay, he does something to mess up. Like, that's not me saying like women leave that guy. It's more like when you're in like the talking phase or you're dating around and you start seeing red flags from a guy, but you still continue to entertain this
a little
dude.
bit more specific. Okay.
Like, if your intuition's kicking in and you're in the talking phase with a dude who you really don't have that much attachment to, why continue to entertain it?
You know what? I feel like, and I don't want to speak for everybody. I think from majority women's standpoint, though, we're almost like trained and raised to see the good in people, in particular men. I don't feel like y'all are raised like that. Like, in the sense where, yes, a guy can like do these wrongs and screw us over and all this stuff, but like there's still something that initial thing that might have got us in the first place. Those good qualities, I feel like us women tend to focus on than the BS, even when the BS is screaming at us. Whereas I feel like y'all have been, and I don't want to keep using the word trained, but like raised to almost know your worth. I don't know if a lot of us women have been raised to know our worth in that way, where it's like, if a guy is not doing you right, then it's a deuce. It's an easy deuce. Y'all can easily walk away, but y'all are on to the next one quick. It's not like we just don't have the same paradigms at all.
We really don't. But like
I get what you're saying. I genuinely get the confusion as to like, why do you stay? I get it.
I blame rap. Be honest. I blame rap because they be I never had like how do I put this? Like a guy mentor to teach me to know my worth or to walk away when I felt like it wasn't serving me. So I can only blame rap music because that's the only place where you hear it over and over, like, don't trust these, this, that, and the third. Like, there was a lot of male empowerment that took place in rap and a lot of women demoralization. So from that standpoint, I can definitely see how society has geared it towards, but I've never had like a conversation with other guys about like self-worth. Like, guys don't talk that deep. It's just different. Very different. Eye-opening. Eye-opening. We'll say that. It is getting kind of late. We about to hit midnight.
Oh my God. We good.
We're good?
We good. We're going to have to start these earlier if we're going to be trying to do these wind downs more often.
Oh,
A
man.
little earlier.
Okay. Well, that is going to be our finale right there. I know we kind of like cliffhanged it and just left it at the top, but I feel like we came to a somewhat conclusion. Y'all don't drag me too much in the comments. I understand. All right. You have to understand the growth of men.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
I came in ignorant. I left woke. Okay. I came out of this a better man.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I was going to say, speaking of cliffhanger, you just reminded me of the last
What was the last cliffhanger?
We were talking about how I had asked you, do you feel like basically you becoming more comfortable with me and stuff prior to us getting in a relationship? Was it from that night that like you exposed yourself to me? Do you remember that? That was like the last conversation we ended on, and the camera was about to die.
Something along those lines. Emotional vulnerability?
Yeah, something like that. But you were explaining, you were about to explain. The face that you're making makes it seem like it's over, ain't it?
Can't really remember.
Should have finished it then.
Should have finished it.
Dang.
I'll go back. Okay. I'll go back.
Look, I tried, ladies.
We'll jot it down. I'm going to jot it down.
Okay.
And then we'll wind down, and we'll probably just start
with that. Okay.
We'll just start with that. Okay. So that way.
Because people were interested. That's the only reason I brought it up.
And I don't want to leave them hanging, but I also don't want us to just go on another tangent and not even answer the question.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
It's good. I'm going to go ahead.
Let's finish this. You want to finish this off?
Yeah, just finish that off real quick. Gosh, I love Stella.
That was my only glass.
That was your only glass?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's crazy because I didn't like, this is still new-ish in my life. Wine, alcohol, like. I
mean, honestly, the alcohol in this
just more like juice.
Just tastes more like Kool-Aid than anything. I don't even know, like, the alcohol count in this. It's got to be low. Got to be low. But that is all we have for you guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully we didn't trigger y'all too much. Well, me. Hopefully I didn't trigger you guys too much. Just had some questions.
Some of them might not agree with me.
Again, I mean, the comment section is where we have deep discussions respectfully.
Always.
Like, we really want you guys to be respectful in the comments. I know that this is probably going to arise a lot of comments in the section. Conversation. Yeah. So let's have it, you know. Let's have that conversation, and let's help these young brothers get a little more woke as they move forward. Because honestly, I'm interested. I read a lot of the comments. I don't respond to everyone that I see, obviously, because we ain't got that much time. But I read through them, and I like hearing you guys' different opinions and facts and stuff like that. So it's just interesting to see. But I feel y'all pain, sort of. I try and be as empathetic as possible. But again, different perspective. But other than that, y'all, stay on the lookout. We got more lit content coming for you guys. We got other cool stuff lined up. I ain't gonna give away too much tea. But if you do not already know, I am Hydrated Hero. She is Isimeme Edeko. Together we are Josh and Isi. Now you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three. But other than that, y'all, until we meet again, peace, love, head grease, and we out. Out. You wanted that?
I did.
Oh my God.
Peace out, y'all.
Hey, subscribe. Hey, new video. Hey.